step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, you beautiful people. Feel it. It is here. A start to a brand new day. My name is Jamie Dom, reporting live for duty along the oh so handsome.
Yes, it's me. I'm Rahul Damone. As usual, nourishing you with everything health and fitness. And what a show we have for you.
Absolutely. It is Tuesday morning, of course, and day 26 of the lockdown. Now, the Expresso team is here to keep you informed, inspired, and to get your body moving with another great home workout. As you can see, Rahul is already dressed for the occasion.
It's weird how I get excited with these things, eh? But anyway, this morning we want to know, who are you spending your lockdown with? Is it your partner, your family, your dog, cat, parrot, or maybe even your mouse?
Wow.
We want to see a picture of your quarantine, so post them on our social media platforms and make sure you use the hashtag Espresso Show. Interesting one, isn't it?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, who are you quarantining with? Do you have a quarantine babe?
Look, I always wanted to get like an animal or something, or just to foster something cute. I'm a lover of animals, but unfortunately I had to settle with my girlfriend.
What? You said that on live TV? Mel, I'm so sorry. We did not prompt you for that. Mel is going to kill you, brother. You might just be single after this. You might just have to put a backup quarantine babe in there. I'm so sorry.
Quarantine.
Definitely.
Oh, and you, Jamie, or how's the lockdown been for you?
Listen, it must be nice for you. I am single out here in the street. I'm doing this sole alone, isolation. Like, you know when they say, the other day I was trying to do a TikTok video and I was trying to balance my phone on a cup and I was like, this is not fun doing this thing alone. So it's really not fun. Maybe I will swap with Mel. If we ever had to do a lockdown
That might just happen.
3.0, I would maybe just ask you to give Mel to me and then maybe she could do my content.
Unless she kicks me out before, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, she probably is going to. But let us know who you are quarantining with on our social media page, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. Let's get on with the order of the day with your news headlines. Quickly, Adams.
A very good morning to you, team. A good morning to you, South Africa. The time is now 7:02. Let's have the first look at those news headlines. Starting off with our national news, President Cyril Ramaphosa says he's both disturbed and disgusted by allegations of hoarding or selling of food parcels earmarked for the needy by some government officials and members of the public. Some individuals have also been accused of diverting the food parcels from the destitute to their friends and families. Meanwhile, the Department of Health last night said South Africa now has a total of 3,300 cases of the coronavirus and has recorded 4 new deaths, bringing the new total to 58. 1,055 patients have recovered. Rhodes University in the Eastern Cape has released an online orientation program aimed at introducing students to online learning. The university's short-term challenge is acquiring laptops for students who do not have access to any. UCT, the University of Johannesburg, and WITS are also to assist students with their studies online. Meanwhile, the University of Forte and the Walter Sisulu University in the Eastern Cape will not be rolling out a virtual learning program due to a lack of equipment and access to the internet. Moving further afield, the price of US oil last night turned negative for the first time in history and fell to minus $37.63 a barrel. That means oil producers are paying buyers to take the commodity off their hands over fears that storage capacity could run out. Demand for oil has all but dried up as lockdowns across the world have kept people inside. As a result, oil firms have resorted to renting tankers to store the surplus supply, which has forced the price of US oil into negative territory. Ghana has started using delivery drones from the United States-based startup Zipline to enable it to test people more quickly outside of major cities for the novel coronavirus. The company says using drones will cut the delivery time for test samples with hours in some cases. It says it expects to operate the service daily for the duration of the government's COVID-19 response efforts. Ghana has 834 confirmed infections and 9 people have died so far. And now some sad news of a mega entertainer who has crossed the island of the blessed. For the ancient Romans, dolphins were in charge of bringing the souls of the dead to the islands of the blessed. Now, beloved Ushaka marine world dolphin Gambit, who was believed to be the largest bottlenose dolphin in any oceanarium in the world, passed away yesterday. He was one of the oldest dolphins ever documented. Gambit, who turned 48 last year, entertained over 18 million visitors in his lifetime, first at the Durban Aquarium and then at Ushaka Marine World. But in recent months, the 480 kg dolphin's health showed signs of deterioration. Ushaka SeaWorld says they have been overwhelmed with an outpouring of affection for Gambit since he passed away. Rest in peace, Gambit. Now, taking a glimpse into the world of entertainment, actress Meghan Markle and her husband Harry are not playing games when it comes to stepping away from the royal spotlight. It is no secret, rather, that their move is motivated by escaping the constant public scrutiny and media attention that came with their titles. But it has followed them stateside as they are settling into their new lives in Los Angeles. As a result, on Sunday, they issued an unprecedented letter to 4 British tabloid publications, namely The Sun, Daily Mail, Mirror and Express, cutting communication and leaving zero engagement between them and the couple. They explained that while they believe the media can provide pertinent information, they also believe that, quote, when power is enjoyed without responsibility, the trust we all place in this much needed industry is degraded. Well, that's your 7 o'clock news headlines. Right now, it's time to have the first look at the weather with Jamie Lee Domberg.
Thank you so much, Kutle. Happy Tuesday to all of you. We've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures this morning. Now, Dr. Tracy Lee Splinter sent us this beautiful picture of the blue Mother City sky behind a few clouds from the roof of the new Somerset Hospital, where she works right here in Cape Town. Now, the Mother City can expect mostly cloudy conditions today, reaching a high of 19 degrees. We salute you for your hard work during this time, Dr. Splinter. Now, new Granny Pat Sinkle, congratulations, sent us this gorgeous sunrise picture of the sun coming up behind thick clouds and a silhouette of trees in Durban, where it will be partly sunny and humid today, reaching a maximum temperature of 27 degrees. Now, Pat urges all South Africans to please stay at home during lockdown and says if you're going grocery shopping, to just be in and out. We'll have a great day, Pat. Now, most of the country can expect cooler conditions today. Starting off with Polokwane, sunshine is expected for you today, ranging from 10 to 26 degrees. Mostly sunny conditions for you, Umbumbela, ranging from 14 to 26 as well. Pretoria, 11 to 27. And then hazy sunshine expected for you, Johannesburg, with a low of 9, peaking at 25. Mahikeng, 14:29, Klerksdorp, 11:28, and then late afternoon and evening thunderstorms expected for you, Kimberley, with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 28. Bloemfontein, 10:26. Sunny conditions can also be seen in Richards Bay today, ranging from 18 to 28 degrees. Pietermaritzburg, 14:25, and if you do find yourself in South Africa's playground today, Durban, your low is 21, peaking at 27 degrees. Occasional showers can also be seen for Umtata with a low of 16 and a high of 22, and then cloudy with a couple of showers can be seen in East London today with a minimum temperature of 17, peaking at 21 degrees. Craddock, 13:26, Port Elizabeth, 14:21, and then overcast conditions for you, George, with a low of 10, peaking at 18. Now, the coolest start to the day can be seen in Sutherland with an all-low of 2 and a high of 19. In the Mother City, Cape Town, your range is 12 to 19 degrees. Worcester, 8:22, and the highest temperature in the country is for you, Uppington, with a low of 16, peaking at 31. Whatever the weather, wherever you find yourself, make sure that you make it a magical Tuesday.
Pharma Dynamics, effective, affordable healthcare.
It can be said that for certain that if we thought lightly of basic hygiene before the COVID-19 pandemic, it is now at the top of the priority list. It is our civic duty to our fellow citizens to protect them by protecting ourselves first. So keep sticking to those guidelines. I mean, wash your hands frequently. Only leave the house for essential goods and services. Sanitize thoroughly if you need to leave the house, and stay healthy. Now, in his book, Brain Drain, New York physician Charles Glassman says,
keep your own house safe and healthy, or you will be in no position to help anyone else. This is not selfish. this is survival. I really like that. I think we should repeat that. So obviously he's saying keep your own house safe and healthy, or you will be in no position to help anyone else. This is not selfish. This is survival. And I think it's so important. And house is not necessarily referencing to just our homes, but I think us in general as well. Our bodies, we are that eternal house. So I think it helps to time your hand washes, and 20 seconds should be sufficient enough. So make sure to be thorough from in between your fingers all the way to your wrists, and yeah, everywhere. Just get involved, get it cleared.
That's simple. You know, let's prioritize hygiene. Well, make sure to keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We'll see you after this.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the pack, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes, such as a trip for two with KLM to Amsterdam, LG G8X cell phones, LG TVs and dishwashers, guest vouchers, guest watches and accessories, plus the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win. Tropica, nothing smoother.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Hey, welcome back to it. You are still keeping it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. When you hear that sound, you know it's time to wish you, our loyal viewers, a very happy birthday today on this beautiful Tuesday.
Yes, indeed. And we are starting off with those videos we absolutely love seeing. This one is from Aviwe Ndawule to Ulunigo Ndawule. Let's check it out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Those vocals were just hitting it. And she was, you know, she was just playing along. She was like,
She was just like, yes.
giving them what they want.
It is my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. We're going to keep them going and keeping them flowing. It's a happy birthday to Owen. A birthday shout out to our big boy, Owen Salis, who's just turned 8 today. May God's blessings and favors be all over your life, and may you grow up to be an outstanding young man. Enjoy your special day with us. Lots of love from your mommy, your daddy, and Amber. Look at that cutie pie portrait come through. And then another one goes to Kelsey. Happy 16th birthday to our treasure and sunshine. Kelsey, may you have an amazing day, my princess. Lots of love from Mom, Dad, Ma, Anva, Delane, Gabby, Leroy, Jody, Carson, and Carla. Ooh, the yellow family. Happy birthday, Kelsey.
This one goes out to Zion. Be still my heart as my daughter Zion, my lion, turns 12 years today. You have grown into a beautiful, strong, intelligent, and loving soul. Your mommy absolutely adores you. Thank you for being and bringing so much sunshine onto our lives. We love you, our princess Zizo, from your mommy and Israel. That was such a beautiful, heartfelt message. Wow, this one goes out to Lizwi. Happy 8th birthday to Lizwi. May the Almighty grant you with many more years. We love you from the Makinana family. Happy birthday to you, Lizwi.
So cute. Glasses on fleek. Now, the next one goes to Shreya. Happy blessed birthday to our baby girl, Shreya Moodley. May God bless you today and always have a fabulous day. We love you, and this comes from your dad, Trevor, Mom Milani, brother, Caleb, and Uncle Sivi. So beautiful. And the next one comes through. It's a double one. Isco and Kelly Ann. This birthday wish goes out to my one and only prince, my joy giver, Isco Prince. You have continued to be a blessing in our lives and spread so much joy and love to others. I never knew how blessed I was until I had you. We share everything, even our birthdays. I love you, my boy. Happy birthday to you. Love from your husband and daddy, Denzel. That is such a beautiful message.
Too precious, man. And last but not least, Bonita celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday to my beautiful sister, Bonita Smith. May God continue to bless you with many more years, and may He always protect that beautiful soul you have. Have a super day, even though we're in lockdown. Lots of love from your sister, Melanie, and kids. Happy birthday to you, Bonita. Now, if you would like to send your loved one a birthday message, send us your 15-second videos to 071-640-6551, or simply email your birthday wishes to birthdays@cardova.tv. It's the 21st of April. If it is your birthday today, from the Expresso family to you, happy birthday.
She's one of the leading ladies in South African cricket. Sune Lees inspired the Proteas women to an historic series whitewash over New Zealand and exceeded expectations at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup earlier this year. The leg-spinning all-rounder is known to always create a positive atmosphere, and this is why we've decided to check in with Sune to see and find out how she's been surviving lockdown, and later she'll be taking us through a short lockdown fitness routine. Sune, how are you doing?
Thanks, and yourself?
So good, and obviously even better now that we have you in studio. So what has it been like, and how have you been doing currently during this lockdown?
Yeah, no, it's obviously been very challenging. I don't think anybody's used to being at home for so long, especially if you know, in our profession where you travel a lot and, you know, you need to go train outside every single day. So it's definitely been a challenge, but I mean, it's good family time, something that you don't always get. And yeah, it's kind of just picking up new hobbies, keeping yourself busy, and catching up on some studies. So it's been really good.
All right, I'm glad you can still find some positives in it. And obviously, being a professional athlete during this time, you're obviously unable to play cricket and train as usual. So how have you been keeping your form during the lockdown?
Yeah, it's been really difficult. I mean, you can only do so much. Cricketing wise, you can't really do anything. I've been hitting a few balls against the garage door, but I mean that's not really gonna help you with cricket. But otherwise, kind of just running on the spot. I have like a 20 meter driveway, so that's kind of good for keeping up the sprints and the fitness type of things. So, but yeah, obviously it's been very challenging.
Oh, brilliant. And now I know the Proteas women exceeded expectations at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup in Australia by stunning England in the group stages and making it to the semi-finals. Can you tell me more about the experience and what did you learn from it all?
Yeah, no, it's obviously been a very good few months for us as a team, coming back or, you know, going to Australia after whitewashing New Zealand. We were in such a good headspace and very positive. So going into the World Cup, we were all very confident. And as you guys could see, we played our best cricket. Making it to the semi-finals, was only another stepping stone for us to get to the finals. And, to not go to the finals, it was very disappointing for us. But I think, the whole world could see we are really a force to reckon with, not just now, but definitely in the future with more World Cups coming up. But, it was so good for us as a team and for a nation. I think we inspired the nation so much with everything going on. So it was definitely a good World Cup for us.
Well, thank you once again for joining us, Sunay. And I can't wait to see some of the incredible exercises that you've got planned for us in a very short while. So everybody at home, stay tuned for more.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I don't know about you, but this lockdown has made us all snack a little more, and we've had to step our game up to keep the weight off and stay active. So if you think you're alone, well, you're not. And whilst we pay attention to our own weight maintenance, it's very crucial that we keep an eye on our pets too. They are also prone to weight gain and obesity. And this morning, our ultra cool vet, Dr. Karine Brink, joins us to discuss weight control in our pets and how we can keep them fit and healthy. Dr. Karine, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
How can we determine if our dogs are overweight for their size and breed?
You need to have a look at your dog's body condition and not just at their weight. The ideal way to do this is to have your pet standing up. If you have a large dog, let somebody help you, and then slowly run your fingers across their ribs and their spine. You are supposed to feel the ribs and spine, but not see it. Also, you can look at the dogs from above, and they need to have a well-seen waistline. If you see that this is not the case, your doggy definitely needs to go on a diet.
What are the major warning signs that we need to look out for that indicate our dogs perhaps need to visit the vet for urgent care?
With regards to their weight and urgent care, definitely if they are out of breath very easily, panting the whole time, if they struggle to walk or get up and tire easily.
And what can cause a dog to be overweight, doctor? Is it as simple as they are eating too much, or are there other health reasons?
Usually it is the incorrect diet and a lack of exercise, and also certain breeds are predisposed to being obese. Example, all your labbies and your Labrador retrievers, your bassets, beagles and dachshunds. But certain illnesses and conditions like hypothyroidism and Cushing disease can also cause obesity.
Oh, wow. Now, if our pets need to lose weight, doctor, how can we change their diet? How can we introduce them to a new diet?
Just like humans need to go on a diet, our pets will as well. Here at Ultra Dog, we have a very good low-calorie diet. It's high in fiber and low in fat, and your dog will lose weight when you start with this diet.
Oh, wow. How long should it take for our pets to lose their excess weight? And what else can we do to help them lose weight?
This will depend on each individual pet. Some pets will lose quicker than other pets, but the best would be as long as they lose consistently. Go and weigh your pet every 2 weeks to see that they are losing, and definitely start with an exercise regime, and do not give any table scraps or snacks or treats for your dog.
Thank you so much, Dr. Karine, for joining us this morning. I hope you have a wonderful morning.
You too.
I encourage you all to keep a close eye on your pup and make sure they are at a healthy weight. You can buy Ultra Dog food at all vet clinics or specialized vet stores nationwide. And with a brand new day comes a brand new chance for you to win one of Ultra Dog's 5 ultra cool hampers. Each hamper is valued at 2,000 Rand. And if you are selected as a winner, they will customize your hamper to include food and toys that suits your pup's specific needs. To win today, head over to Expresso Facebook page, enter on the competition post by telling us how you keep your dog happy and healthy. Competition closes at 5 p.m. today, so get your entries in quick. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
Healthy and happy indeed, that is what we want for our furry pets. Now, we asked you on social media to send us your furry pets a picture of you and them and why they're an Ultra Dog. And one of them came through from Desiree Pretorius saying, "This is our boy Phyllis. He is my absolute shadow. He's ultra amazing because he makes this lockdown so much easier. He makes me smile the whole day. Such a funny pup. Just look at that face. Aww, getting all the feels, and look at that little scarf around his neck." Another one came through from Laurel Fry saying, "I am my mom's hashtag Ultra Dog." Of course you are. "I'm trying to behave even though I'm desperate for a run to the park. I know my mom is desperate for a run too. Soon, Laurel, soon it will all be over. Look at those eyes." Another one coming through from Robin saying, "Hulk is my rock. Sometimes people disappoint us, but your pet will love you unconditionally. When I have a stressful day at work, coming home and seeing him at the door with a wiggling tail always lightened up my mood. Hulk would sometimes come cuddle up next to me and put his head on my chest, just staring at me for a few minutes, and then gets up and does his thing again. I believe that is a I love you, mommy." It is, Robin. He loves you so much. And then Nontle says, "My little Maltese Pringles," oh, I love that name, Pringles, "is not a gold digger, but an absolute ultra hole digger. A muddy bundle of adorable work. It takes a couple of baths, brushing and hair drying to keep him all clean, and literally on an hour later appears looking like he dived on a half a bath of melted chocolate from it, digging holes all over the yard. But his cuteness just wins you over each time." It really does, Nontle. And then lastly, we got an image from Natalie Richards saying, "This is a mop on his head. Take a look at this. Oh my word. What is that? Hitting all the feels right there. Remember to keep sending those pictures in of you and your Ultra Dog. Hit us in the feels. But right now, though, we are going to switch lanes a bit and focus on our fitness with Raul de Mornay.
Now, every day we have the opportunity to choose health, and today it's no exception as we continue to provide you with some awesome exercises. And before we get into it, remember to stay refreshed while trying your exercises. So try some Clovera aloe vera juice from Clover, available in 3 refreshing flavors, and is packed with vitamin A, C, and E to boost your hydration. So enough talking and let's get moving. So, Sunay, I know you got something incredible planned for us. What are we going to do today for our exercise? I'm ready to shake and groove.
Today is going to be very simple, kind of just focusing on the whole body. We have 3 good exercises that really targets the main muscles of the body. I think first of all we can start with arms, because as girls, you know, we wear tank tops and like you as well, so you need to get the arms nice and lean and strong. So I think for that we just do normal push presses. Whether you have dumbbells or anything else.
Okay, before you continue though, I need to make sure that I grab my dumbbell. So I've got another equipment hack. Everybody else at home, I've got my dumbbell makeshift bottles for the day, so I'm ready. What's next?
Dumbbells or water bottles up.
Up in front of me, okay?
Push.
All right, pushing straight up above and back down. Ooh. And should I be feeling the burn in my shoulders? Because I definitely am.
Yes, there we go.
And
3 rounds of 15, and you'll feel the burn immediately.
3 rounds of 15. And tell me, Sunay, why would someone like you as a cricketer and an athlete even do this exercise? Is there any benefit, or what is the benefit?
Obviously, with cricket, we throw a lot of balls, we kind of hit a lot of shots. So it's very important to kind of get the shoulders very strong as possible, so that you don't get impingements or, you know, problems like that in the shoulder. So it's very important to keep your shoulder nice and strong.
Good shoulder health, and of course it looks good in a vest too. That's been approved by Sunay. All right, we're going to our next exercise. You guys just join us at home. What are we doing now?
Well, obviously legs are a big part of your body, and it's important for them to be very strong, as we run a lot in cricket, or kind of any sport that you do. So we're just going to do a few standing lunges. So with the right leg, you go first, you go nice and deep into that lunge.
All right.
Make sure that the knee doesn't go over the toe.
All right, you guys heard that at home. We always constantly emphasizing good form. So when we're going into our lunge, make sure that that knee isn't going over the toe. I'm in my lunge position, and what is next?
Well, then you just stand up and go to the other leg.
Stand up, go to the other side. And of course, I would imagine if you wanted to make this exercise harder, we could definitely throw some dumbbells in. Is that correct?
Definitely. You can
Yes.
either side.
Right, so obviously if you guys are struggling with the exercise being a little bit too easy at home, you are more than welcome to get some dumbbells, get some weights, or like we do, a nice little gym hack, and you can carry on with your lunges. It's a good stimulation of those glutes, a good stimulation of the quads, of all the leg muscles, the stabilizers, and of course, we got that added stability coming through from that weight. So that's exercise number 2. It's our lunges. It's perfect for athletes, cricketers, lower body exercise. We're moving over to our 3rd exercise. Compliments of our cricket women's champion, it's Sunay. What do we have for us next?
Well, the next one is core. Obviously, I think the most important part of any athlete. So we're just going to do a few mountain climbers.
Okay.
So you kind of just go into a high plank position.
Okay, we're all in a high plank. For you guys at home joining us, high plank position, engaged.
And then you just go with your leg in and
All right.
out.
In
And
and
then
out.
alternating your legs.
Okay. Oh, okay, I'm already feeling.
Hips as still as possible.
Okay, I'll feel you, and I'm definitely supposed to be feeling this in my stomach, right? That's correct?
Yes, definitely.
All right, you guys at home, remember, make sure that you're keeping your core engaged. Also, not using your lower back too much. We are often getting compliments and comments of guys complaining about lower back issues. And I think especially in the mountain climber, make sure that you're not in the position I'm currently in, where my back is arched and supporting all my weight. Use your core. And like Sunay says, control that movement, bring it up to your chest, all the way back, and then repeat on the other leg. That control is going to get some good activation of that core, and hopefully we'll all end up looking like this champion on the screen right now. So Nate, thank you so much for that incredible workout. That was a heap of fun, and you got me really dehydrated here. So thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of the magic, people.
Thank you.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back, everybody. You're still keeping it locked right here on this Tuesday. Now, with the current national lockdown, we may have seen a reduction in road accidents and certain types of crimes, but there has sadly been an increase in women and child abuse. Now, this is not only a problem affecting South Africa, but also a pattern being repeated globally. Countries like the United Kingdom, Brazil, and even China have all reported an alarming rise in abuse cases as their cities have gone into lockdown. Now, trauma counsellor Lana Snoeman, who works with victims of abuse, joins us this morning via video call to give us some insight into why these abuse cases have spiked and what can be done about it. Good morning, Lana.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Sadly, you think that when the world is going through a pandemic like this, we would see a reduction in these abuses, but that is obviously not the case, hence why you're on the line. Why do you think there's been a spike in the number of women and child abuse cases reported at this time?
So the set of circumstances under which our people are being placed is not normal. It's not a natural restriction. And the vast majority of our people are not accustomed to spending time in close proximity with our loved ones or with associates. And the resultant effect is that frictions are arising, various amounts of tension are getting released onto those loved ones, be it due to the lockdown, due to job losses, financial, poverty. There are so many different situations that are playing out here, and the resultant effect is that those closest to us in the physical proximity are the targets of this abuse.
That is so sad. So, for instance, if I'm put in this position, what is the process of then reporting abuse? And is this process different now that the country is in lockdown, or is it still the same?
So under normal circumstances, one would try and suggest that the victim reaches out to a trusted friend, a teacher, a mentor, a religious leader, perhaps a member of the police. Here, the circumstances are far more challenging in that they are in lockdown with the perpetrator. So herein, they may or may not be able to send an SMS to a friend. They might be able to use a certain code to say, help me, go to the police. They might not be able to physically vocalize their needs. So the challenges are far more taxing on the poor person being abused at this time. Because naturally, as I say, one would reach out to a police officer, perhaps even a social worker. Use the contacts you have, obviously considering your own safety. So do not put yourself at greater risk when trying to reach out.
What would you then say? Are there any places of safety in South Africa right now that can accommodate, abused women and children during this time?
There are places of safety, Jamie Lee, but the fact is that your case has to be assessed and evaluated. It's not that one can just pick up and move into a place of safety. And very, very often you have to go through a social worker. So what we suggest is if you are reaching out and you do have a trusted friend, family member that can assist, perhaps reach out to them, ask them if they can be, for the interim, your place of safety, somewhere where you can be in lockdown and not threatened.
Okay. And who would be your first point of call? Who should these cases of abuse be reported to when you are going through this?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I said, who would be your first point of call? So if you are going through this, who should these cases of abuse be reported to?
Who should be your first point of call? Sorry, the line isn't clear. I would reach out to a trusted friend. Perhaps they have more accessibility to the powers that be. They can perhaps go to a social worker or perhaps even go to the police on your behalf if you are really in dire straits and you are in lockdown and you do not have the privilege of getting out of your very small confines.
Okay. Lana, thank you so much for shedding light on this topic. It's very sad indeed, but like Lana says, if there is anyone, reach out to someone. And maybe if you are feeling unsafe in your relationship while in lockdown, contact the Gender-Based Violence Command Center emergency number on 0800 428 428. And if you have no airtime, then please do send a please call me to this number, which is *120 *7867# or visit gbv.org.za for more information. Thank you so much, Lana.
Thanks very much.
What does it mean to be a hero? Is it a cool costume, a cape, or having a superpower? Or is it the ability to create change, to be brave and put others before yourself? Through these difficult and uncertain times, we have learned that heroes don't always wear capes. It's those brave individuals working tirelessly on the front line that are here and who are the true heroes. Now, Old Mutual felt it was their turn to give back and wanted to show their appreciation to all the healthcare workers, customers and South Africa at large during these difficult times. We chat to Vuyo Lee, the Chief Marketing Officer of Old Mutual Limited, to tell us more. A very good morning to you, Lee. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, Expresso viewers. Thank you very much for having me on board.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, Old Mutual have come out with some amazing initiatives showing their support through the COVID-19 pandemic. What made Old Mutual stand up, and show their support during these difficult times?
Well, Kushle, it's really simple. As Old Mutual, we believe in becoming a responsible business, and that means showing care for our employees, our community members, our customers and other stakeholders. So with that ethos in mind, and the ethos we've been living for 175 years, it was never a question of whether we need to do anything. It was a question of what we actually need to do to live our purpose of being that certain friend in uncertain times. So the business very quickly came together and thought up different initiatives about how we could actually support our customers and employees, and recently the frontline workers who are out there, who are the most vulnerable during this challenging time. And in a very short space of time, we were able to come up with multiple initiatives, including the recent announcement we made about the 4 billion rand cover for frontline workers.
Vuyo, can you please tell us more about the initiatives?
Absolutely. So we recently announced that Old Mutual will be offering 4 billion rand cover for qualifying frontline workers who are registered with the Health Professions Council of South Africa, and as well as the South African Nursing Council. It's a 10,000 rand cover for each of the 430,000 members.
Wow.
Of those two councils. We also have an initiative through Old Mutual Insure, where we have put aside 40 million rand to provide relief to SMMEs. This is basically going to be in the form of interest-free loans that's facilitated through one of our foundations, the Masisi Designer Fund. We've got 50 million rand that we've donated as well towards relief efforts in nutrition and education. So we've partnered with various partners, including the Department of Basic Education in this front. Old Mutual Insure has also put aside 300 million rand for premium relief efforts for customers who are, finding themselves in a position of hardship as a result of COVID-19. But also we've used our different resources in the business. For example, we have a building in Pinelands called New Pine Building, which we've now partnered with Lancet Laboratories to actually use that building as a testing facility. And there's a lot of other things that we've actually done for our staff. We generally have about 10,000 staff members sitting at any one of our two buildings in Johannesburg and Cape Town. And by ensuring they've got the right technology and equipment to ensure their health so that they can stay at home and work from home, we're now in a position where we don't have any more than 90 people in the building. And those are the essential workers. So quite a lot. One thing I'm really proud of is how our staff members have also come together to support the COVID-19 efforts. For example, our staff members volunteered 2 million rand as part of the staff volunteerism program towards relief efforts. And our executive team has taken a salary cut for the balance of the year, starting from April until December, which they've also directed to the Solidarity Fund. So some of the activities are mandatory. Some of the activities are basically using the tools and the resources that we currently have as an insurance business to support.
Wow, the Old Mutual team is doing absolutely incredible work, and it's so necessary, especially during these tough times. But then how do healthcare workers have access to, you know, the free cover? Do you have to sign up online or phone in? How does it work?
The healthcare workers don't have to do anything at all. So all it is actually a cover facility for those healthcare workers in the incidence of a death, regardless of the cause of death, and it doesn't have to be COVID-19 related. So in that incidence, all the family member needs to do is go into one of our branches and basically bring an ID, a death certificate, and the membership number for either the Health Professions Council of South Africa or the nursing, as I mentioned, the South African Nursing Council. So they don't have to do anything. But if there are questions around the cover, we do have information on our website, www.oldmutual.coza. It's there on the front page. And the healthcare workers can also contact 0860 888 995 or email us at hereforyou@oldmutual.co.za. So we've really made it quite simple from a claims perspective.
Very simple and easily accessible. Now we see that your entire team has come together to show gratitude to those working on the front line. Let's take a look at this beautiful, beautiful clip.
We just want to say
Thank you.
and we love you.
You guys rock.
Thank you very much. Re a leboha. Siabonga, siabulela.
Thank you for everything that you sacrifice.
To all the men and women out there on the front lines, the first to respond and the last to leave, fighting the COVID-19 battle for all of us, putting your lives on the line to keep us safe. The employees of Old Mutual say, we're here for you.
That was absolutely heartwarming. But lastly, Vuyo, before we let you go, what final message of hope and gratitude would you like to share to those brave individuals working on the front line?
I suppose for me, it's really thank you for the sacrifices that you are making to keep us safe every day. We as Old Mutual employees believe that we do need to play our part. So we are all staying at home, staying safe, and doing really our part to provide relief to people who are experiencing hardship as a result of this. And we want to say, keep up the good work. We are here for you. We will stay at home. We will stay safe. And we really show great appreciation for everything that you do.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Now, through these difficult times, we as a nation need to stand together and unite to do what we can to support those who support us and manage the COVID-19 pandemic and its ripple effect. Head to www.oldmutual.co.za for more information on COVID-19 initiatives.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, you beautiful people. You are still keeping it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, with 3 1,000 Rand game vouchers to give away, South African musician Indigo Stella put a challenge out to all you lockdown beat makers to turn noise from everyday objects in your home into some incredible music. Now, let's refresh our memories on her epic challenge. Let's take a look.
Yo, guys, listen up. All my music lovers, all my producers, all my aspiring artists, I have a challenge for you guys. So because I've been in the house for so long, I actually started using things around me to make some dope beats. It goes something like this. Quarantine, honey, I'm chilling at the crib, straight lockdown. Quarantine, Aquafina, cause I'm still here, dripping, get a mop now. Straight spitting, I'm hot now. Bars on me like chalk now. And I ain't really playing with you guys, but I still got game like the shop now. I challenge you guys to show me that you got game by making a beat at home using anything you see.
Okay, coming through with those beats, it was so amazing that even we decided to take up the challenge ourselves. Remember this?
He's got you and me, brother. In his hand, he's got you and me, sister. In his hand, he's got you and me, baby. In his hand, he's got the whole world in his hand.
I apologize, everybody, for having to relive that moment. As you can hear, the studio's going crazy. It was an embarrassing moment, but it was creative, okay? But maybe you like to make music with pots, pans, and other household items like we did. You probably have a lot in common with Ryan Werner, aka Bushido Raps, whose video entry not only caught Indigo Stella's attention with its hashtag #GotGame production skills, but also bagged him one of Indigo Stella's 1,000 Rand game vouchers. Let's take a look how he did it. Okay, Ryan, we hear you on the decks. Good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Listen, that was a sick beat. I'm so impressed.
No, thanks very much.
Listen, what got into it? Why did you even enter this challenge? And how did you create something so magical? Because, I mean, it sounds like you were going through insomnia, and then you were like playing with a microwave and then a lighter and then created this magic. So how did this all come about?
What happened was, a couple of days ago, an artist that I work with, Money, she mentioned me in a Twitter thread when the Indigo Stella was busy throwing up this competition. So I entered initially as just for fun, but then it ended up being like a serious thing. So I made the beat out of a microwave and a lighter and a glass of water with the ice cube in it. And it ended up getting me a pretty thankful for that. So actually, shout out to Money Badu for, showing me that I would never have actually been on the show if she didn't show me. So shout out for that.
Shout out indeed. How do you go about choosing these items? Like, do you just wake up and be like, okay, this is a microwave, this is a lighter? Take us through that process of selecting these items.
Well, to be honest, I create a lot of music every day, so I always try to be as creative as possible. So I end up recording a whole lot of sounds on my phone, like crickets, maybe closing and opening a window or a door, then waves, and glasses with ice cubes in them. I record a whole lot of sounds, so something that I'm used to doing. So I've been doing that actually for a while.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So tell us, listen, gifted with a 1,000 Rand game voucher from Indigo Stella, what are you going to be spending that money on? Maybe a few production equipment pieces might be on your list. Take us through it. What are you going to be spending the money on?
Initially I was thinking of headphones, but since there was no headphones of choice, I'm going to probably end up getting a Bluetooth speaker, a portable speaker to put around with, because I'm on the move a lot. And then maybe with the change, I might buy some cereal and noodles, Never know.
And maybe the cereal and noodles could be a part of another EP dropping soon, right?
You never know, to be honest. You never
Just
know.
opening the Kellogg's right there, like, oh, I don't know. And maybe with a change, we could be your backup singers. I don't know if you saw our video. We are pretty talented in studio, and that will be free of charge, okay?
No, for sure. I'm always keen to work. I've got a lot of that I can do. I've got some fire always pulling out the sleeve, I could do that.
We always here. We'll be way back there. We'll be very way back. But listen, do you find now that you're in lockdown, there's a lot of pressure to be constantly creating content for yourself?
Well, to be honest, if you're going to be saying, I think there is pressure on creators in general during this lockdown period, but I wouldn't say that the pressure on me is solely because of the lockdown. To be honest, this is a pressure that I've known for a long time, and it's not just because lockdown, I've always wanted to be successful with this music thing of mine. So it's a pressure that's always looming. I mean, anybody who wants to succeed at anything always has that pressure to succeed.
I love that. Maybe there are producers out there now watching you and thinking like what words of motivation or maybe tips you have for aspiring producers like yourself to stay motivated during this time and all the time generally.
Well, to be honest, my advice to producers and creators in general during this time of lockdown, I'd say focus on your craft and hone in on your craft, focus on your skills and learn more about what you're doing so that when this lockdown is over, we're going to be able to apply the knowledge that we've learned during this time. That's my main pieces of advice to any and all creators generally.
Ryan Werner, it has been amazing catching up with you. Keep creating the content. We're looking forward to that Rice Krispies and the noodles and the Kellogg's version coming out soon, okay?
No, for sure. Thank you very much for having me on the show. It was dope.
Amazing. Now, guys, this is just one of many amazing entries that have come through with the hashtag #GotGame competition. Show us yours and you could stand a chance to win a 10,000 Rand game voucher. All you have to do is enter or post a picture or video of yourself on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, or comment on the Facebook post with the hashtag #GotGame and tag in game stores. And you could win a 10,000 Rand game voucher. Now, T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and the competition runs until the 30th of April. Game has you covered with all the essential items you and your family need. Now, these include groceries, pet food, household cleaning items, hand sanitizer, toiletries, and even baby products. But also, just in time for the colder season, the list has expanded to include heaters. Now, if you find any essential products at a cheaper price, show them online or even in-store, and they'll beat the price by 10% on the difference under their price beat promise. Remember, they are open Monday to Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday, Sunday and public holidays from 9 to 3. What are you waiting for? Show us how you hashtag #GotGame.
We're a minute shy of reaching the top of the hour. It's time for us to have the final look at those news headlines. Starting off with our national news. In the latest COVID-19 lockdown regulation amendment, the South African government has officially banned the sale of hot cooked food, saying it is not essential goods. The move comes a day after business group Sakeliga threatened the Trade and Industry Minister Ibrahim Patel with legal action. Sakeliga CEO Pete Leroux said prohibiting the manufacturing and selling of such goods is unlawful. The new regulations on the sale of hot prepared foods, making it officially unlawful, were gazetted yesterday. More on the national front, several civil society organizations are calling for an urgent joint meeting between Parliament's portfolio committees on basic education and social development. They want officials of both departments to outline their plans to ensure that children do not starve while the country remains on lockdown. The closure of schools meant that more than 9 million children could no longer benefit from the school nutrition program. The meal they receive at schools or at early childhood development centers is often their only meal for the day, they say. Moving further afield, a gunman disguised as a policeman killed at least 18 people at different locations in Nova Scotia, including a female Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer, in the worst mass shooting in Canada's modern history. The 12-hour rampage started late on Saturday and ended with a car chase. The gunman, 51-year-old Gabriel Wortman, was killed in a shootout with police about 90 kilometers from the initial crime scene. The motive behind the shooting is still under investigation. One of Brazil's most wanted criminals has been sent home from Mozambique in the early hours of Sunday morning on a Brazilian Air Force plane to face justice. Gilberto Aparecido dos Santos was allegedly a leader of one of Brazil's most powerful criminal groups. He had been on the run for more than 2 decades. Dos Santos is accused of overseeing the flow of cocaine around the world. He was arrested in Maputo in a sting operation involving agents from Mozambique, Brazil, and the US. And now, how desperate times call for desperate measures. How far would you go to satisfy a craving in lockdown without technically breaking the law? A man in Mexico had been self-isolating for days when a craving overtook him in a big way. He craved a bag of Cheetos, but he could, of course, not leave his apartment. So he sent his dog on a mission. Antonio Munoz attached a note to his Chihuahua, Chokis, and sent the pup across the street to a convenience store. The note read, "Hello, sir of the store, can you sell my dog some orange, not red, Cheetos? She has $20 attached to her collar." Much to Antonio's surprise, the dog actually made his way into the store and returned with a bag of Cheetos. Antonio shared photos from the successful mission on his Facebook page. Now turning our gaze into the world of entertainment, if you thought social distancing could stop a celebrity from unexpectedly dropping into your wedding celebration, then think again. After having their wedding impacted by the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, UK nurse Hayley Pittman and her groom-to-be Harvey Skelton decided to have a virtual wedding ceremony instead of postponing the nuptials. British pop singer Ellie Goulding then surprised the pair after they'd said "I do" by signing into the virtual party and serenading the cute newlyweds with a rendition of a 2015 hit, "Love Me Like You Do," which served as their first dance. Wedding directory website For Better For Worse helped to organize the surprise, and Ellie concluded her performance by congratulating the couple, saying, "You're both heroes and we all love you." Well, that was your final look at your news headlines today. Let's have the last look at the weather with Jamie.
Thank you so much, Kathleen. Now, we've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures like we always do. Now, a friend of mine, Sister Liesel Mayo, who works at the Grassy Park Day Hospital right here in Cape Town, sent us this breathtaking beach sunrise picture where the sun can be seen coming up from the water in the mother city. Cape Town can also expect mostly cloudy conditions today, reaching a high of 19 degrees. Thank you so much for your dedication and commitment during this time, and to you and your team, Sister Mayo. Another one came through from Quinton Mlaza, who sent us this beautiful sunrise picture showing us that the bright yellow sun is already coming out from his home in Kimberley. Now, there will be times of clouds and sun with late afternoon and evening thunderstorms for you, Kimberley, reaching a high of 28 degrees. Quinton asked that all fellow South Africans please abide by the rules of lockdown by staying home this week and next. Thank you for your encouraging words and have a great day, Quinton. Now, most of the country can expect cooler conditions today, starting off in Polokwane, your low is 10, peaking at 26 degrees. Umbombela, your range is 14 to 26 as well. And then hazy sunshine can also be expected for you, Pretoria, with a low of 11 and a high of 27. Johannesburg, 9:25. Mahikeng, 14:29. And then mostly sunny conditions for you, Klerksdorp, with a low of 11, peaking at 28. Late afternoon and evening thunderstorms for you, Kimberley, with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 28. Afternoon thunderstorms for you, Bloemfontein, with a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 26 degrees. Richards Bay, 18:28. Pietermaritzburg, 14:25. And then partly sunny and humid conditions for South Africa's playground at Durban today, with a low of 21, peaking at 27 degrees. Occasional showers can also be seen in Mthatha, with a low of 16 and a maximum of 22. Cloudy with a couple of showers expected for East London today, ranging from 17 to 21 degrees. Cradock, 13:26, and then mostly cloudy conditions for you, Port Elizabeth, ranging from 14 to 21 degrees. George, 10:18, and then a cold start to the morning can be expected in Sutherland with a low of 2 and a high of 19. Cooler conditions can also be seen right here in the mother city, Cape Town, with a low of 12 and a high of 19. Worcester, 8:22, and then the highest temperature in the country can be found in Uppington with a low of 16, peaking at 31. Whatever the weather, wherever you are, happy Tuesday to all of you.
And now, of course, we've been chatting to you this morning and wanting to find out who you're spending your isolation with, and we want to see your quarantine.
Quarantine.
Yeah.
I love that, actually.
I do indeed. It's actually quite a cool little logo. I'm always keen to see how you guys are keeping fit, keeping active, keeping healthy, and keeping sane during the lockdown. And of course, you guys have come through with some awesome pictures. So let's check out who your quarantine is. And this one is from Sharonte Shanique with her bundle of joy. And she's got 2 bundles of joys. And it's so awesome to see that you are surrounded by love during quarantine. So I wish you nothing but positivity as you make your way through it.
This one comes from Usisi Po Nasisi Fetana. She says, my niece and cousin.
Oh, it looks so cool. I like ballerina dances. Yeah, it looks quite cool. Then we've got Snacks Madolo, my troublemaker.
Bundles of joy. I love that he said troublemaker because that's the truth.
Yeah, it's very honest.
That is the truth. This one comes from Jolene Mandy Hayward. She says, my family and our 2 fur babies. Aww.
Oh, it's so lucky to have some fur balls around you that are always happy, I'm sure.
Keeping them busy.
Yeah. And then we've got another one from Patience Mlebza. He says, I don't have any pets. I feel you. I also don't have any, but enjoying the time with my 2 little human puppies. I'm glad they're still in puppy phase then.
Yes.
Until they start
Hold on to
barking and going crazy and asking for food all day.
Hold on to those moments. And lastly, and definitely not least, this one comes from Shanae Skippers. At home with my babies. I'm truly blessed. Hashtag lockdown. What? You have dogs and cats in the same household?
Farm at home. That's unfair.
What? Do they actually get along? Please let us know, like how you manage, you know, the little conflicts between the cats and the dogs in your house. Wow, I'm pretty sure that's such a mission.
That's incredible. But keep sending these awesome pictures, and we love seeing what you guys are getting up to during the quarantine and seeing your quarantine. We are halfway through the show. There's so much magic still to come, so stay tuned for more.
Kick off your savings goals with 0 monthly fees and unlimited swipes. Get a pay-as-you-use account on the Nedbank Money app today. Money.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We've been chatting a lot about how to keep your toddlers active and keeping them mentally stimulated. But today we are going to shift our focus a bit to the important matter of making the right food choices for your little ones to ensure we keep the immune system fighting fit so they can grow up big and strong. I always tell this to Luca. Now on the line with us we have Meg Fora, an occupational therapist and author of Weaning Sense. Good morning, Meg.
Good morning, Jamie. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. I miss you so much on the couch, but how are you keeping up during this lockdown?
Yeah, things are going well over here. Keeping myself very busy, lots going on, and trying to do a little bit of exercise from home, but all good.
Oh, love that. Now listen, let's get right into it. How can parents look after their toddlers' health during this very stressful time?
Yeah, look, I think there are 2 things. One is that we want to keep immunity up. Would be one thing. And the other thing would be to keep sugar levels pretty steady. I mean, any of us who've got toddlers in the home know that they can really start to lose it, particularly in the late part of the afternoon. And if we're offering them sugary snacks and not watching their diet through the day, they can actually become more unplayable by the end of the afternoon. So it's a combination of immunity, but also sustained energy.
Absolutely. So we can break it up into food groups like protein, carbs, dairy, veg, and fruit, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, I mean, we're trying to make sure that little ones are getting all of the food groups. We want our grains and our carbs to be whole grains, whole carbs preferably. So not processed things like too much flour or too many cookies or muffins. So we're wanting those grains to be really whole grains. And that's why we love things like quinoa and oats, because those are really good combinations in terms of carbs that are whole carbs.
Awesome. Now, you are also sharing a recipe with us today out of your cookbook, Weaning Sense. I know G loves this. He's always talking about it. Tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, so this was actually one of our favorite recipes because it's one of the really easy ones, particularly for moms who are trying to get the right nutrients and calories in and do it really healthily, but they've got a picky toddler eater. And so very often toddlers, particularly at the end of the day, don't want to deal with a whole meal. They can be fussy actually throughout the day. And that's why smoothies are wonderful. So this is actually a smoothie recipe, but it's not your traditional kind of all-fruit smoothie. It really is a whole food smoothie in that it's got a grain, it's got fats, it's got vegetables, and it's got fruit. So the veggie in this smoothie is spinach, which you know is full of iron, which is really, really important for sleep and for other things as well. And then it's got the fruits, bananas and blueberries, which both have vitamin C, and we know that we need vitamin C in combination with iron in order for the iron to be absorbed. And then it's got a grain, so you can use quinoa, or you can actually replace it with oats, but you've got a whole grain in there for your carbs. And then we've got our fats in there because we've put in some nut butter and we've put in some full cream yogurt as well. And so altogether, this one single smoothie, which tastes absolutely awesome and your toddler will love it, actually has all the food groups in it as well.
I love this. I think it's not only important for the kids or for the toddlers to get in this, but also for us, especially with you working out at home now, post-workout, right?
Absolutely. No, I mean, post-workout, this is one of the best smoothies out there. Add in the extra nut butter, and you can increase that a bit if you're wanting a higher protein. If you're adding in quinoa, you haven't got a very high carb shake either. So for people who are working out, building muscle at the moment, trying to do it while at home, it really is a very protein-rich shake as well.
Well, Meg, it definitely sounds so amazing, and I definitely want to get my hands on it. But thank you so much for joining us this morning. I really look forward to the days where you can come back and sit on the couch with us.
I know, Jamie. I'm missing you all.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a wonderful day further.
Thanks. Cheers.
I think it's only right that we go over to the kitchen where Anal is going to make us Meg's smoothie with a NutriBullet. Let's go.
Well, there you have it, courtesy of our friend Meg. We're about to whip up a delicious banana and blueberry smoothie using the NutriBullet Pro 900 that breaks down your ingredients to their most nutritious, easy-to-absorb state. So it actually transforms the food into a type of superfood by shedding those tough skins, bursting seeds open and cracking through the stem. And I have the illustrious Nel Potgieter here to take it away.
Hello, Ralph. How are you?
I'm so good, and I'm so excited because this is just ticking all of my boxes, as you can imagine. So what do you have prepared for us today?
Actually, it's especially for you. Ons maak het spesiaal vir jou vandag. So what we've got here, we've got some yogurt, as Meg mentioned.
All right.
So that's a lot of calcium.
And of course, I know some guys that maybe are looking for something more diet conscious. Can you do something fat-free? Is that fine?
Absolutely correct. You can do some fat-free in there. Fat-free yogurt will work perfectly. And then the superfood blueberries.
Talking my language.
I love it. It's loaded with vitamin C.
Yes, yes,
that's what we need now, isn't
and
it?
antioxidants, of course, as well.
Yes.
So that's
and then
great.
our bananas, loaded with potassium.
I think actually I have a banana in my diet every single day. It's perfect for that potassium. It's a good carb, low GI as well. So post-workout, it's really something that can sustain you through the day. So I love always including that in a smoothie. And then the good stuff over here.
And then the healthy butter, the healthy almond butter.
Is that almond butter? Oh,
yeah, almond
fancy
butter.
Today.
Fancy. It's also going to add that nice flavour, that almondy, nutty flavour.
I love it. And obviously some good essential fats in there as well.
Exactly.
And nutty taste.
and then some spinach, the iron.
Sneaking in the greens as well.
Absolutely, and for us as well. My husband doesn't like spinach, but he's going to drink this, let me tell you. And kids as well. This is like, not just for kids, this is definitely for us adults.
Yeah, it's a cool way to mask greens though, because a lot of kids are always complaining, I don't want my veg. So mix it up into like a delicious smoothie like this and mask with some fruit. You are A for away, they won't even notice it.
Yeah. I'm going to be extra healthy. Goji berries. We spoke earlier.
We did speak about it earlier. I love this stuff. Guys, if you haven't tried a goji berry, it's so packed with flavor. It's high in vitamin C.
Yeah.
Also, obviously, has lots of antioxidants as well, which is something essential just to get rid of those free radicals in the body, keep the immune system going. So, wow. We've got some power in that jar already.
Look at that. It already looks extremely healthy.
It does. It looks really cool. I love that. Lots of colors.
And the goji berries is not in Meg's recipe, but I just thought, for you, I'm going to add a bit.
So I would assume if you don't have a goji berry, you can throw a strawberry in or any other type of berry, right?
Yes, you can do anything you like. That's the most amazing thing of the NutriBullet. It actually breaks everything up in a very fine form, so your body absorbs it. It actually turns the food.
That does make sense, yes, because a lot of the time
into like medicine, like nature's medicine.
I love that. A lot of the time, obviously, with a lot of cellulose foods, you can't really break that down in the body so well. So the NutriBullet is doing it for us.
Yes.
Smart stuff.
It's going to be a bit noisy, but look at this.
See those colors come to life.
Honey.
Are you plugged in? Are you good?
Yes, we are plugged.
There we go. Yeah.
Look at that.
Simple as that. It's so cool. You can actually see it mixing as you go. Waiting for the yogurt to blend in.
Every cell. That was how many seconds? 5 seconds.
Not even 10, no. 5 seconds and it's done.
Now I'm going to open it up. And it's done. It's a beautiful color. Just look at that beautiful color. I'm going to just mix it through because I see the yogurt is not mixed through.
Kind of on the edges for you.
Yeah. And then we're going to add a little bit of quinoa just to give it a bit of texture.
Oh, that's quite interesting. Normally guys would obviously use something like oats, I would imagine, and mix it in before so that consistency is there. But quinoa, I know, is something incredible for me. It's got a little bit less calories in it.
Yes.
Still protein rich. It's not so much a grain, I think, as it is a seed.
Exactly.
So that's quite interesting.
Very
that's
healthy.
Quite a cool alternative.
Yeah, and it gives you that fiber that you also need. And then they've got this nifty little top here that you can close your smoothie with, and you can actually leave it in your fridge.
Take it on the go.
And you can drink and you can buy. But I'm going to pour you some because you need to taste this.
I've just worked out with one of the cricketers' finest, our women cricket champions. So this is going to be perfecto.
This is going to be divine. I'm actually jealous.
Can I go for it?
Yes, please do, and tell us how it tastes. Lekker.
Whoa. Creamy.
Powerhouse.
First thing I'm getting is creamy. Oh, it's packed with flavor. I can't taste any kale whatsoever. So kids, adults, you're not even going to worry about that if you are a hater of the greens. But this is absolutely delicious.
Such a wonderful immune-boosting smoothie. And you've got everything is fresh. And that's a big thing about the NutriBullet. You put everything raw in it. So you eat like the whole foods. And that is what we need now. We need our bodies to be healthy. And this is perfect.
All right, guys. Well, you know, get your immune-boosting kick. Compliments of our NutriBullet, obviously, it's made things a little bit easier to break down all the good stuff, but stay tuned for some more magic in the show.
apart from the loved ones who would support us. Hello, hi, Dr. Eve.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
You're speaking to Kucha, Dr. Eve. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Jamie says hello.
Hi.
We miss you and your stylish shoes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I miss you all a lot, too. It's crazy. Crazy. I hope that you're keeping well, though.
We are keeping well and safe, thank you.
Good.
All right.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to start your morning with us right here. Now, staying home during this pandemic has meant not only abruptly changing the daily lives we lead, but putting on hold plans that may have been months or years in the making. Being far apart from the loved ones who would support us in proximity during these times adds to the abrupt trauma and adapting to this fast-changing situation. So today we are asking, how do we deal with the disruptions that come with COVID-19? This morning we are joined via call by relationship expert Dr. Eve to help us discuss this topic. A very good morning to you, Doctor.
Hi, Colleen. Nice to be chatting. Sorry I can't be there in person or see you.
No, but thank you so much for joining us, though, via call. I hope that you are keeping safe. I mean,
I am indeed.
Dr. Eve, talking about the disruptions, you know, that the COVID-19 pandemic has caused, you were in New York in mid-March for an annual conference when the city began shutting down to restrict movement. How was that experience for you?
Terrifying. I arrived, and 2 days afterwards, my conference was cancelled, and as that happened, so the entire city of New York just shut down, and I became terrified, and all I wanted to do is come home because, you know, clearly when we feel afraid, we just want to feel safe and secure, and the best place for most of us, or many of us, is in our own homes when we can feel safe and secure. So I managed to get on the plane as quickly as possible, and then I was so anxious arriving at the airport because they take your temperature, and I thought, oh, am I going to be allowed back home again? So it was a really terrifying experience. Came home and got into quarantine for 2 weeks, and then the lockdown started. So I really have been really locked down for about 5 weeks now, I think. Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like a terrifying experience. I mean, you've mentioned that you went into mandatory self-isolation upon return. What have you been up to during the lockdown? How have you been keeping busy?
Well, I was really anxious in the beginning, and my entire equilibrium was unsettled, which happens to everybody once we first go into lockdown. And then because I'm a trauma-informed therapist, I went straight back into my community online and learned the skills and put into practice the skills that I've learned. So immediately what I did was socially connect with as many people as I could to be able to feel socially embedded, which is vital for all of us to be able to do, to have virtual communication by seeing and speaking to people as regularly as possible. I then put into practice exercise, which I'm still doing. I do a daily Pilates class in a community of people that I know that I'm used to. I ensure that I have healthy food. The cooking is something that I will do and make sure that I eat really healthily. I also put into place a rigorous routine, which is what most people should do, because all we want to do is manage anxiety. And then I've been working, and also once I was able to regulate my own anxiety and have compassion for myself and start doing self-care for myself, I was able to reach out in compassion for other people. And I've started doing a lot of online free initiatives for people who are needing support, which are my clients, as well as my community online.
Oh, wow. It sounds like you have been keeping yourself very busy by eating healthy, exercising. Thank goodness for social media platforms as well as virtual communication. Now, Doctor, let's move to these very disruptions and life adjustments that have come with the pandemic and ensuing lockdown. Many major life events like weddings, childbirths and funerals have been impacted by the crisis. What does a person go through when they, have to handle a stressor like this one particularly?
We have to recognize our grief. and the fact that we feel lonely and we feel completely disorientated. And all of the work that we have to be doing right now, really, what I'm emphasizing is mostly about self-care. It's recognizing and acknowledging I feel angry, I feel sad, I feel grief, I feel lost. And this is like a new normal that I'm having to adjust to, and I don't want it, I don't like it. And slowly we begin to do that. But all the time acknowledging that this doesn't feel nice, and we mostly feel afraid because we don't know what's happening. So new rituals are being formed, and they can also be really positive, because we're connecting differently. It doesn't mean that it's worse, it just means differently. This is where people have to develop enormous resilience and what we call courage and confidence to be able to use what is available to still get our needs met. And mostly, super key is how to manage outside. So the loss of funerals and weddings and births, it's huge for people. You just want to acknowledge and think, so how can I do this differently and still get the same feeling of celebration or sadness that I know?
Dr. Eve,
yes.
One interesting dilemma that some couples have found themselves in, especially during this time, being in lockdown together, is that when one or both might have planned, on ending the relationship, how does the couple navigate that?
Yeah, this is a big thing that a lot of my couples are experiencing, that either they went in knowing that they were going to get divorced and they were going to separate, or else during lockdown they had decided or come to the decision that they'd avoided for a very long time of saying, actually, we don't want to be together anymore, or I don't want to be with you, or actually, I'm in love with somebody else, or actually, I'm gay, or I'm lesbian, or I'm bisexual. That's really emerged at this time. And it's much more difficult when you don't have anywhere to go out and to be able to just take flight from the emotion of fear that you experience in your shop. You have to be in the place with this person. So I always recommend that you create separate spaces, privacy for yourself, and have a lot of bounds, self-respect, so that you can recognize and acknowledge that we just are living separate lives, but we want to listen and respect each other.
Thank you so much, Dr. E, for joining us this morning and shedding some light on these very important conversations. Have a fantastic morning further.
Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, every dog loves a good cuddle or a game of fetch, but Ultra Dog wants you to turn up the fun and explore exciting new games with your dogs that will challenge them and also keep them stimulated. So our acclaimed dog trainer and behaviorist, Carice Nafter from Happy Dogs, has just the trick for us. She is showing us how you can play a game of hide and seek with your dog, and during these difficult times, you can also try it at home. So you have to see this one. Check it out.
Good morning, Expresso. The exercise today is one fun way to teach your dog to come when called, and then it evolves into playing hide and seek. Very simple to start with. Give each person involved some treats, and every time you're going to call your dog to you, use their name and say come and give them a treat. Every time they come to you, take a few steps farther apart. So try to go to the edge of your property. You can put one person inside the house, one person outside of the house. This is a great way to reinforce the behavior with puppies. Then start hiding. So send one person behind a car or hiding behind a door in a different room so that the dog actually has to look for you and listen to your voice. Every time you call the dog, try to move so they don't exactly know where to find you. And it's really fun for them. It's good exercise and it's good mental stimulation as well. Do as much as you can, guys. Have fun. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh,
I love this.
fun,
Like,
eh?
Wheezy, Wheezy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, for some reason, while I was watching this clip, I also thought of Luca, because sometimes I'm riding.
Do you play these games with Luca?
Luca's riding for me. Huh? Where's it? But guys, for you at home, don't forget, it's a brand new week, and Ultra Dog is giving you a chance to win one of their ultra cool hampers every day this week. Now, there are still 4 of these hampers up for grabs, valued at 2,000 Rand each. Now, each hamper will be personalized to suit your pet's dietary needs, plus some extra toys and grooming essentials thrown in there today. Now, to win today's hamper, we simply want you to tell us how you keep your dog happy and healthy. Share your answers on their competition post on the Expresso Facebook page. And remember that today's competition closes at 5 p.m. Terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com.
Oh, you can make my day.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now that the national lockdown has been extended because of the global pandemic, the coronavirus, for parents, maybe this is the perfect time to get kids away from their screens and get them to read and understand what is currently going on in the world. Now, author and content creator Matthew Griffiths can help make a parent's job of explaining the lockdown and COVID-19 a little bit easier with his book titled The Inside Book. He joins us this morning to tell us more. Good morning, Matthew.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Oh, man. Why do you think it was so important for you to help children understand what is going on in this time and also just to relay this message for parents as well?
So it's a very difficult situation, even for us adults, and children have been removed from their routines of going to school. They can't see their friends anymore. Their parents are probably quite stressed out. So I think it's really important to try and help them understand what's happening, and doing so in a way which is honest and also in a language which they can understand, in a relatable way. And I think parents should try and be calm and proactive in communicating with their children.
Now, for parents as well, there's quite a concern about screen time and lack of exercise during lockdown. How can imaginary play help with this?
So imaginary play is really great for childhood development. It helps in problem solving. But most importantly, I think it's something which any child can do. It doesn't matter what resources you have available. So a cardboard box can become a car which you drive around, or you can take a sheet and turn it into a fort. And it also will help keep kids from distracting their parents who might have to be doing really boring things like working. So I try to encourage imaginary play in the book.
Now, the Inside Book provides a resource to those who might not have a book or may be struggling to explain what is happening to their children. What are some of the topics explained in the book?
So the book covers the basics of what the virus is and tries to do so in a way which is relatable for children and understandable for them. It also covers what they can do to combat the virus. They can wash their hands, hide their coughs and sneezes. And then also covers quite a little bit about being bored and stuck at home inside and what can we do. And that's where the imaginary play comes in. And I tried to make the book a free, easily accessible resource. It's easy to download. People are WhatsApping it to each other. And I'm hoping to reach those who might not have a book or, might have minimal resources at this time or struggle to be explaining the situation to their children.
I love that, definitely creative with the thought process of the book. But the book is currently available in English and isiXhosa. Will it be made available in any other languages, and where can the book be downloaded?
I was lucky enough to have some people offer to translate it for me. So yeah, the Xhosa has already been done, and I've just had somebody offer to do isiZulu. I've also had someone from California contact me to do a Spanish translation. So that's also been great. I've had a wide reach and people seem to be passing it around to each other even internationally. And all of these versions of the book, the PDFs and the different languages are all available to download from the site which I set up, which is www.mattcgriffiths.com. So 2 T's and 2 F's there.
Matthew, this is amazing. We really take off our hats to you for creating such an amazing content book for kids, but also for parents during this lockdown. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, explaining this to kids has become a whole lot easier with Matthew Griffiths. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are you looking for quick and easy snacking ideas to get the kids involved? Well, you are in the right place because we're about to make fruity yogurt cups that will delight the entire family. They also make the perfect anytime snack for in-between homeschooling lessons. Now, Willie's Daily Difference is always making a difference to our pockets, like getting 3 6-pack fruity yogurts for only 65 rands. What? Mix the yogurt with some extra fruit, pop it in the freezer, and you have a quick and easy snack solution. Chef Clem is going to show us how to make these yummy frozen yogurt cups. Chef Clem, what do we have here on the kitchen counter?
I do like the way you talk when you describe a pop. How do you do that? Show me.
Chef Clem.
No.
Just put it in the freezer and allow it to pop.
I like it. It's very, very cool. Okay, so every time I come across something new that's on the Woolies shelf, I go insane, and I just want to do everything with it. But this specific magic ingredient today, besides the yogurts, I want you to try.
Okay.
And does it play with your mind like I did with mine? Okay, because in front of you is a bowl. Can you show the viewers
It's a different flavor. Oh, this
show the viewers what's inside the bowl. It looks kind of crazy. What is that? Okay.
It's like fruit. Is it dried fruit?
Yes, but not tasted.
Which one? Any one?
Any one. Let me first see what you got so I can... Let me see.
I have this one.
Okay. What is it? How crazy is that?
What is it? Is it blackberries?
It's a freeze-dried blueberry.
Blueberry.
It's crazy. Okay, next one.
Wow. It has a very strong...
It's got that line. I like it. It's got that natural fruit flavor.
Kick.
Yeah, it's so good. You see that?
Apple,
okay.
Sliced apples.
But that's easy, eh?
Yeah. Put some cinnamon in it.
Got a bit of cinnamon. That texture is amazing. It's like, it just crisps in your mouth.
Literally, it melts away.
Okay.
After the crisp.
Okay, two more because you're too good at this.
Huh?
Okay.
Pineapple.
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 Isn't it so crazy how it's like, it's not chewy? It's like...
not.
It's crazy.
It's crunchy, and then it's like a burst of flavor in your mouth.
Okay, find the coconut. What you got? Okay, you got the strawberry. Oh my goodness.
And of course, last but not least, the coconut.
I
did well.
Isn't that mind-blowing? You did well.
It's very delicious,
These textures are insane.
You can just snack on these fruits.
All day. All day. It's so amazing. So what I want to actually do, I want to make a cake and I want to decorate the top of the cake with all these crispy, like dried fruits. It's going to be so good.
What kind of cake? Like carrot cake?
You know what? Actually, yeah, like type of like fruity or vegetable like kind of cake. I like it. Okay.
I got you.
Back to why we're actually here today. Right, so what I did is I bought these amazing yogurts from Daily Difference and I want to kind of make it like something, I would incorporate those fruity bits to it and then I want to get the kids in the kitchen. I say that, but actually a lot of the adults that are around the studio here, they like cannot wait to jump in the kitchen when they get home after watching our segments and like getting busy. So let's do this, super easy. Take your yogurts and you take off one of the foil seals.
Okay.
What was your favorite flavor? Favorite ingredient?
My favorite ingredient has to be the apple with cinnamon on it.
The apple is so
apple slices
good.
with cinnamon.
Okay. So super easy. They come in these really super convenient packs, so you can't just be snacking on them all day. You can break it up.
Oh, okay.
You can break it up, or you can just chuck them in there. I'm gonna just chuck them in there because I kind of want to keep it like nice and chunky. And I like that you actually see the skin of the apple on there. It's so amazing.
So it basically, putting these dried fruits in there also offers like an element of surprise
for the kids.
Sort. Yeah,
absolutely.
For the kids.
So then
you actually bite into it.
Poke them in there. Take your little stick. And then you stick it in there. So super easy. So the next one I'm gonna do is coconut. I love the coconut one as well. I actually used this for a salad with a prawn salad that I made on the weekend.
Really?
With, like, I don't know, it's like, you can, like, it was very like kind of like a Thai flavored salad. And I just chucked this little corny, the coconut in there, I microplaned it over the top. It was so good. It was so good.
What is it about coconuts that have that exotic taste and flavor? But then when you drink coconut water, on the other hand, it's like, why am I doing this to myself?
I love coconut water. I know what it is. I
feel like you and we are learning too much about each other now.
We are, but I think it's good that we're kind of developing our palates. I think that's the most important thing.
Yes.
That's the thing. You have to train your palate. So we did olives yesterday.
Yes.
And you took it really well. I'm very impressed. So we're going to start with the green olives again. We're going to work it up there. You did well. So what's the other one you just said now? Coconut water. Next week, coconut water, you and me. So South Africa knows I can't stand cucumber, okay? I cannot
believe that.
So I'm gonna try, because you tried olives?
Yes.
Try the smallest piece of cucumber. It's not the first time I've tried it.
No, you have to eat a full slice of cucumber. I have never met anyone in my life who does not eat or like cucumbers. They are the Beyonce of any burger, the Beyonce of any egg sandwich. They are the Beyonce of any salad that you like and you enjoy eating. Therefore, Chef Clem, at this stage of the game, your opinion is now.
What?
Period.
I bet you even Beyonce will be like, what? Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, but now what I want you to try is try these amazing pops. So like I say, they go into the freezer and then they freeze rock hard. But I really enjoy the fact that when the kids, besides the fact you're getting them in the kitchen, they're gonna make their own little cups. When they do want it, it's as simple as just like slapping it off, just like that. And then you just pop it out. It's so easy, so convenient.
Oh, okay.
And right now, the kids, they kind of are still around the house looking for snacks and things like that. If you can give them a snack that's got like fruit pieces in it and yogurt in it, it's such a better alternative for them having like, a bowl of like ice cream or something.
That's very true, actually.
Keep that for yourself. Let the kids have the healthy things and you have the ice cream.
Can I actually dig in and taste?
Absolutely.
And I also just tried to taste the flavor of the yogurt that you use.
Can I just show you, like, literally how you keep on tasting, how the fruit bits are kind of marbled inside there?
They literally are.
And it's so nice, because you kind of get through the creamy yogurt, and then every now and then you get, like, a beautiful piece of fruit. It is so good.
I can see the blueberry, and I can see the strawberry, I can see the pineapple. Mine is strawberry. I'm tasting strawberry.
I've got a strawberry-based yogurt, and I've got blueberries, raspberries, and pineapple all in here. That's amazing. That's like your 5 a day.
This is taking me back to my childhood.
Oh, you also
I'm excited, I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm fully fulfilled in my heart. It reminds me of my niece and nephew. I'm pretty sure this is something they'll truly enjoy doing. So, Budi and my sister-in-law, if you're watching, you can get this recipe from taste.co.za. Oh, actually, expressoshow.com. Sorry, my bad. It's that simple. Head over to expressoshow.com for this recipe.
That looks so good. You know what I think? That instead of taking flowers to Mel after this, your girlfriend, because you threw her under the bus this morning, maybe you should take some of that popsicles.
A bouquet of popsicles.
That would definitely set with the mood after this morning's question. I don't know if you guys remember this, but on social media, we asked you, who are you in lockdown with? Send us a picture of your quarantine, dog, cats, birds included. Mr. Ral over here said that he wished he could have been with a dog, but he's stuck with his girlfriend. So he's a bit in the dog box. But so a few of you also came through on our social media, letting us know who you are in quarantine with. One of them being Leanne Potgieter, saying, staying at home, at least we are on a farm, so life still the same, most bits of it. Oh, cute.
Lucky to have all that space on the farm. And then we got another one from Carmen. Carmen Mulwood says, I have the best team, myself, hubby, and our 3 kids. This was on my daughter's 17th lockdown birthday on the 11th of April. Oh, well, happy belated birthday, firstly. And I'm so glad you got that huge family. Yeah.
Absolutely. Charmaine Jones says, hello from Luca. Oh, I like your son's name. And his furry friends here in Westville, Durban. Look at all those dogs. They are definitely ultra dogs indeed. Protecting little Luca over there.
Right, and then we have Elise. I think this is Elise Neertling. Says, morning, my lockdown team. Oh, there we go. That's a huge lockdown team you got there, filled with lots of entertainment. I am so sure. We just missed Elaine van der Berg and her hubby. They look like they are full of smiles. Oh, it looks like there's so much love in that picture too.
I love it. And then we also have Judy McGregor says, I'm in lockdown with a real-life superhero. Oh, wow, look, it's superhero. Loving all the pictures. Remember to keep them going, keep them flowing on Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. And maybe you won't be in the dog box, but go and get that ice cream right now.
Fine, I'm on my way. See you later.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's Tuesday, and you know what it means. It's Tropica Tuesday, everybody. Now, you might know her as KCB's witty team member on Tropica Island of Treasure, but there is a lot more to Caldine Weingard than you know. She's a singer, and also, wait for it, guys, a qualified scientist. We have on the line to find out more. Good morning, Mama.
Good morning, girl. How you doing?
Good, and your breath of energy come through. Caldine, listen, you truly are a girl with a lot of talent and maybe a jack of all trades, it seems. Now we find out that you are a whole scientist. How did you even end up in the entertainment industry with a science degree?
This is so funny to me. I always see myself as a nerdy person. So when people ask me, how are you a scientist? I'm like, girl, I've been doing that since the beginning of time. But what basically happened was I wanted to study drama. university. That was my go-to. And my parents were like, look, get a real degree first, and then you can do whatever you want.
And now
So I
you're
went
doing
and-
whatever you want.
Yes, girl. I was like, after university, I never want to see books again. Test tubes, not for me. Goodbye.
Love, love, love. And you know what we love is also when people get to live their dreams, which you are doing right now. But being such a busybody as yourself, I can imagine that it is tough to be in lockdown. But looking at your social media, you've been keeping yourself quite busy with your own stay-at-home workouts. We actually have a clip of you doing your thing and doing aerobics. Let's take a look at it.
Hey guys, it's time for your Tropica Terrific workout. Get that body, get fit at home with Tropica. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with the basics. Breathe in and out. Deep breath in and out. Feel the tension. Go, go. Yeah! For today's workout, you guys, go to my page, subscribe to my channel for more awesome workout videos. Okay, gotta drink this chocolate. Bye.
Yay, snacks. These snacks. Can we talk about the Tropica bottles on your ankles? What was that? Was that your weight trainers or what was that?
Those are ankle weights. So I actually got the idea from Sia because she did a workout video at home. And I was like, girl, you have ankle weights on. Where am I supposed to find ankle weights? What's going on? She said, I'll just take 500 milliliter bottles and tie them to your ankle. There we go, girl. Make it happen.
I mean, what can we do in this lockdown? But besides keeping yourself fit and snatching that waist, what else are you doing to keep yourself busy and maybe fit during this lockdown?
Well, so I am doing a few workouts. I'll be doing another one next week, something related to toilet paper, so watch out for that.
Toilet paper?
I am baking toilet paper, girl. My mom sent me the toilet paper workout. She's like, yeah, queen, I'll follow in your footsteps.
But listen, I need to spill some tea, maybe spill some ginger beer while we're at it. You and Kay, let's talk about it, because you guys had a very interesting start on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. How is that partnership going now? Are you guys besties, or are you still just playing for the game?
I think we had, like you said, a rough start. It's just because we didn't know each other, and we were thrust into the game immediately without really getting to know each other very well. But I think the partnership is working out very nicely now. I mean, we communicate much better, and like, it was such a touching moment in the last episode. When he grabbed my hand, he just pulled me across the bridge. I was like, oh, savior, thank you. So yeah, things are looking up.
I legit thought that was going to be like a Love Island kind of vibe. I was rooting for that, but it clearly didn't go that way. But there's also been a lot of highlights on the show for you guys. Last week, though, unfortunately, we saw you guys at the bottom of the leaderboard. It was very sad. But what can we expect from Team Peach this week without giving away too much?
Well, like you've seen in previous episodes where we again were kind of low down, we had a few struggles. Team Peach came back, we went to the top, we brought our A game, and you can expect nothing less than that. So yeah, tune in to see what we're up to. It's going to be exciting.
Geraldine, thank you so much for joining us. I am very excited for tonight's episode of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. To get us all in the mood here is Geraldine's special performance of the theme song.
Feeling the ocean, waves crashing in slow motion, cruise ships in the distance, nothing better than this instant. Oh yeah, clear skies and night, Milky Way reflecting white. Sunrise, here we come, game time, fun in the sun.
Ooh, the vocals, honey child. Now, if you at home want to catch all the Tropica action, tune in tonight at 7:30 p.m. only here on SABC3. You can also win Smooth Fortune with Tropica. All you have to do is follow the entry details on pack, and you could stand a chance of winning your share of 1 million rand in prizes. What are you waiting for? Go get entering, guys.
Tonight at 7:30 on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. The boat is rocked as contestants need to place their trust in their opponents.
Do I want to perform my best to help another team?
They're making us unfaithful.
I need to be on the other side!
I really want this long life charm.
As teams shuffle for points, it could all come tumbling down. No, guys.
This is not the right move.
That's Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, tonight at 7:30 on SABC3. The stage is yours.
I cannot wait for tonight's episode of Tropical Island of Treasure, Curacao at 7:30 on SABC3. Now we're back in the kitchen because we know that every braai bakes to be served with a delicious potato salad, and today is no different because we are making a classic tangy herbed potato salad. Anal, take it away. What are we starting with?
I don't want to sing, but can I try?
Try.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Okay, let's do this. I love a potato salad. And there's so many ways to make it.
Yes.
First of all, if you just look at the potato, I like to boil my potatoes whole. And I like to boil them with the skin on. And you?
Jamie in the background is like, and you? Never made potato salad.
She's
Jamie,
not
I cook. She's not getting any of this. I actually really love potato salad. I cook it as a whole.
Yeah.
And then I peel it off afterwards because it's easier to remove the skin.
Yes. Another way you could do it as well is to cut them raw in very thin slices. And that you can just boil them slowly like that. My mom used to do that. And then you just scoop it out with a ladle. And then you could just put it in your thing. But anyway, enige manier. I like to eat it with the skin on as well because I believe, I don't know if it's true, that all the nutrients it's under the skin.
Yeah.
My husband doesn't believe it, but I believe it.
Fair enough.
Okay. So first of all, let's make the dressing for our salad. That's the most important thing. So we're going to use some classic
clover mayonnaise.
Yeah, we're going to add
yogurt
that.
Over there.
I love it. It's creamy.
Very
And this is a low-fat one. I just wanted to make sure. Like a low-fat because it's healthier.
We love being healthy here.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm adding that is just to break up the mayonnaise again. It makes the potato salad a little bit lighter if you add a bit of yogurt to it. So I'm just going to add a bit of this tangy. I love number 2 mayonnaise.
Always Arnell is using the number 2, the medium tanginess. Why is that your favorite one specifically?
I just love acidity, and I think there's too little acidity in food, and acidity balance a dish. So that is my favorite thing to do.
Learning something.
Yes. So we're going to add that. And then we always have to flavor the mayonnaise. So first of all, I'm just going to add some salt, always a little dash of salt. A bit of black pepper. Do you like black pepper?
I love pepper. I put pepper and salt on every single thing.
Oh, no.
I feel like, Arnell, this potato salad of yours went to a private school because what are we putting on there now?
It's going to Gucci. It's Paris. It's going to Paris. I'm putting a bit of dried parsley in here. That's what I had in my cupboard. But if you don't have dried parsley, you can a dash of oregano or mixed herbs, whatever you've got, you can add in there.
Interesting.
And I always like to serve fresh herbs as well. So I've got some basil here. But if you've got some parsley or something soft, don't use hard herbs like thyme or rosemary. They're very, very strong herbs to use with a potato.
Yes.
So I would prefer I use soft herbs like parsley, basil, something like that. So putting
that looks
that in.
good already.
I know.
Like it's very pleasing in the eye.
Smell it. The basil already. So I'm going to add some mustard. This is Dijon mustard. Yes, this is going to be divine.
What does the mustard do to the sauce?
It just adds a beautiful mustardy flavour. I like the Dijon mustard. It's a bit milder than the stronger mustard. And if you don't have this mustard and you've just got the powder, just a bit of powder will also be great.
Oh, wow. You know what? The smell that is coming from that bowl is absolutely mouth-watering.
It's already in the air.
It's in the air, literally.
Yeah. And now I'm going to cut some onion once. I don't know if I showed you, but I showed Tabsi the other day. If you cut an onion, remember to always keep that end on because it keeps the onion together.
That's the first thing I remove when I'm cutting onions.
No.
Oh, wow.
So then you cut it from the side in slivers like that. So it keeps the onion together. Look at that, how beautiful it is.
Red onions are my favorite because obviously aesthetically they're more pleasing than the normal onions. onions.
Yes.
But also, I just feel like they're a little bit, they're not as strong and powerful as the normal white onion.
And if you don't have the red onion, you've got white onion, and you don't like that strong flavour, you take the slivers of onion and you just add some boiling water to it. And you let it stand for about a minute or two. The boiling water softens it and it actually draws out that very strong flavour. So you can do that as well.
Oh, wow, that's very interesting, because also I read somewhere that the best way, if you struggle with cutting your onions and your eyes start to water, you can actually freeze your onions, or you can wash them using warm water, as you've mentioned, and you can easily slice them through without shedding a tear. That was something very interesting I learned.
Now, I've learned nothing like that, but I'm going to definitely try that. I've learned something from you today.
How do you, kind of stop yourself from crying when chopping onions?
You see, the thing is, I've got a mandolin slicer, so I hold it quite far, and I've got a holder to hold it with. So it actually,
okay.
So I'm just going to cut these potatoes in a little bit smaller version. Just a klein bietjie minder.
Ooh, they look good.
Hulle like heerlik. And I always like to, you must always season your potatoes as well. Don't think there's enough salt in your mayonnaise. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to season this again with a bit of salt, bit of pepper.
But also
now,
just play it by ear.
This delicious sauce. Look at that. I'm going to show it to the camera now. It looks divine.
Very thick and herby. Smells absolutely divine.
Look at that.
Amazing work, Arnel. I cannot wait to taste it. Now, if you would like to get your hands on this amazing recipe, make sure to visit expressoshow.com. That's simple.
Shame, it did look good, eh?
It does look good indeed.
Presley, I'm sorry. It looked very nice.
Now, as always at this time in the show, we're leaving you with some inspiration to get you through your Tuesday. And now this man's name is affectionately called America's Dad. He's the actor and filmmaker Tom Hanks, and he's the American cultural icon. He's the only actor in history to win the Academy Award for Best Actor 2 years in a row. And that was for starring as a gay lawyer suffering from AIDS in Philadelphia in 1993, to portraying a young man with below average IQ in Forrest Gump in 1994. He and his wife Rita Wilson were the first major Hollywood celebrities to share their positive COVID-19 diagnosis in an effort to show that the virus does not discriminate. Having lived corona-positive, Tom has these words to share.
If we take care of each other, help where we can, and give up some comfort, this too shall pass. Goes back to the two Mamina yesterday. This too shall pass, South Africa. Now, the road ahead may be long and winding, but if we keep the goal of a healthy and healed world in mind, we will get there. Just remember to stay home and stay safe.
Yeah, now unfortunately it's that time of the day we have to say goodbye to all of you. But of course you can join us on live later on where the magic continues. So we will see you all there.
Ciao, ciao, meow, meow.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.